1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we start over again. With the step, block, step, scuff, step, block, step, scuff, scuff, scuff. Jazz box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's next? Mambo right. Mambo left. What's next? Rocking horse. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we start over again. Okay? Ready to hear the music? Okay. Play the horn.
Don't we have that? You mean we don't have the music?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, you guys just sing it. Are you ready? Are you ready?
We're ready for your solo, Kathy.
Go for it, man.
I think we were supposed to start sooner. Step together, step. Step together, step, step. Fire.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Got my assignment.
Pray to God I see headlights.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I made it down the coast in 17 hours. Picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping to ride and I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey.
got him up. You know that one.
Yeah, I know.
Better better. Good job. Good job.
Okay,
We're missing half the court.
where's all the front row people?
They knew your birthday. They're all practicing.
What was it, practice?
Mona, Lynn, Mona, Deb is here, Barb's here, Kathleen is not here yet, Joanne's here, and Jerry's here. Oh, okay.
Kathy, you guys can have that school.
Okay, so,
Okay.
we're okay.
Okay.
So, we're very excited tonight to have with us the wonderful, marvelous, fabulous. So Becky is a fairly new Sweet Adeline, right? How many years?
Just a year and a half.
Yeah. So she's in the front row of Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And she actually created our choreography for the Earth, Wind, and Fire montage. And she did a great job. We actually relieved Cindy of a few rehearsals and turned them over to Becky, so Cindy has it, yeah. Those are big shoes to fill, and you did a mighty fine job. Yeah. So we're thrilled to have her here. We're gonna do just, do you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, hi. Glad to be here. I'm not much of a singer.
What?
Don't tell them in Scottsdale. Okay, so the truth is, I really am not much of a singer. I did sing a little bit growing up, and I sang in high school and college. But I think it's because I could choreograph, and they would be nice to me. I really believe that. I really am not much of a singer, but I do sing. But mostly I dance. And I'm almost 55, and that's young around here. Do I qualify for the area?
You do.
Okay.
You almost qualified.
Area we live.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so anyways, I'm 55, but I started dancing when I was 5, and I started teaching when I was 15, and I've been teaching that whole time, so 40 years, almost. And shortly after I graduated from college, about 5 years after that, I opened a dance school in Tucson, and I sold that about 5 years ago, and my husband and I moved to Phoenix. We have 2 daughters, and they, one just became a lawyer, and the other one's about to finish, or just started law school. And, but when the youngest one was about finished with high school, we wanted to move up here. My husband's from here, and I was from Tucson. And so I sold my studio and moved to Phoenix. And I now, which has nothing to do with dancing, but I work at ASU for the provost. He's kind of like the vice president of the university. So that's what I do. And teach a little bit on the side, but mostly I do little stuff like this as far as that goes. Yes, ma'am.
And what part don't you sing well, you say?
I don't sing any of them well, but the one I mostly don't sing well is the lead part. And I actually think they were nice to me and made me a lead because they figured it would be easier because I could kind of listen to the melody. So, you know, that's the truth. That's the truth. In fact, Marcia probably doesn't know this, but when I first went to audition, because when I was younger, I saw Sweet Adelines in a mall, and I thought, someday when I'm not as busy, when I had my studio, I just worked 7 days a week till 11 o'clock at night, you know. But I thought someday when I'm not as busy, I am going to do that. I'm going to sing and move around like those people do. And when I went to audition the first time in Scottsdale, and I walked in and I sang for them, and one lady looked at me and said, "Have you ever had a private voice lesson?" And I said, "No," you know. And so I got in the car and
Pride. No.
and of course I was in there with these 3 other women that are like, "Oh, I've been one for 30 years.
yeah, 30 years.
I came from Texas." this, and, you know, I did, and I'm standing there going, you know, can I kick or something? But anyways, but they were very nice, and when it came down to choosing whether being a baritone or a lead, the nice lady next to me, she looked at me, she goes, so I said, I'm a lead. You know? So anyway, so I won't sing much for you tonight, because I'm not that good at that. But, so are you guys gonna warm up?
We're gonna do
vocally?
just a brief vocal warm-up
Okay.
tonight, because we don't ever
Oh.
wanna start singing.
Do you remember how to teach 5-year-olds?
5 are you gonna say that's you? I don't
Old 5-year-olds.
No, let me tell you. I have taught 3-year-olds and 83-year-olds. So you are, and football teams
Either one of
and
those.
everything. I mean, yeah, I've done 10,000 students at a time. Or one at a time. Lots of different things.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done, big football stadiums. I've done a lot of stuff. So, but I'm happy to be here with Westland today. And don't let me scare you. I'm not scary. I'm not scary, am I?
You're brave.
I know, and you're very cute. I told her that first thing I said, oh, you're so cute. So,
You're quite.
Do you wanna warm up with us?
I'll warm up with you, sure. Okay.
That's our place in Scottsdale.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Three, I got you off. 1, 2, 3. Slow it down.
There you go.
Okay, let's bend over. Let's stretch out. My favorite stretch. Okay, come up slowly. Okay. So we're gonna have just a couple rules tonight, maybe 3 or 5. No talking on the risers, no fixing your friends, no helping your friends, no questions until Becky asks for questions, okay? Is that fair? I get a lot more done that way.
And if you have a question, don't ask the person next to you.
Yes.
And don't worry about raising your hand because you don't get it right now.
We'll get it.
Sometimes by a half hour, 45 minutes later, your question will be answered. So Becky will ask occasionally for questions, so just be patient, be good girls. Okay, here we go. Da 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 da.
guys, Marcia Harris gets it. You know, when she does that exercise, she smiles when she breathes. What a great concept! What a great concept, you know? You got people all this stuff going on, we're like, she gets a nice smile when she takes a breath. We should be in that habit all the time, all the time.
You know, Jim Arnn says every breath is an opportunity to reposition our great breathing space, and that's all a part of it is the smile. Okay? Let's just do some wee-wees. And we'll get into
Don't have to tell me twice, no.
Here we go. Let's do that again, and the please need to be happier. Okay? It was a little sad.
You guys need to make that note for the tenors.
Yep.
I want you to make that ring for the tenors.
Here we go. Here we go. But we got there. Sit, here we go. Sit, sit, sit. Going down the scale, escalator, not steps. Smooth it out a little bit. Late. Here we go, late. Late, late, late. So, wait till I give the signal for the tenors to go up before. There you go. Okay, one more time. Coming down, so when you're coming down, think going up. I had about 15 people at my house this weekend. We worked on that summer when we were young. Yay. Thank you all for